you?
I'm good, Jay. How about yourself, brother? We back in this thing.
Nice little, beautiful day outside in the rock. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's a little warm, but yeah, nice day.
A little warm, a lot of warm. I had to put my Jeep up, man. That's it. No, sir, I ain't finna be out here in this sun.
It's too hot for that.
Man, it's too hot, black on black. It's too hot, man.
For that.
Man, how you, man? What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. Just this whole summer thing going on. Got a lot of exciting stuff going on this summer, man.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to figure this out, man. Reg, man, just made it. He gonna make sure we got mics. I got stuff all in my face. I'm trying to see the camera. But hey, we gonna figure it out, man. I told him, man, you messing up the money, man. You gotta have the money in the shop.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Hey, Reg, so man, a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of things, man, people are talking about. One thing, man, we got a lot of topics to talk about today.
Absolutely.
But one thing we want to get straight into, because we think this is money. But we definitely got to communicate it because there's a lot of misinformation going on. Is the 5 for 5 rule?
Okay.
5
so
for
is
5
it?
Rule.
So the correct definition or what the moniker they're using is 5 for 5 rule.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've heard 5 and 5, 5. You know what I'm saying? 5 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
but it's 5 for 5. So let's dive right into that because that's a big topic and it's going to affect especially this class that just came in, this 2026 class.
Correct.
2026
It actually
class.
it affects
2020.
everybody that has eligibility.
Okay.
It affects, right? Now, if you don't have eligibility, like I'll give you this for instance, it's called 5 for 5, meaning you get 5 years to play 5 years. So that whole freshman, sophomore, junior, senior thing,
right?
I don't even know if we'll use that anymore because you'll get a 5th year after your senior year.
Right.
Previously, it was 4 to play 5.
Yeah.
No, I'm
so
sorry.
they'll call you like a 5th year or whatever.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It was 5 years to play 4.
Yeah.
I apologize. It was 5. I don't want to confuse people because it's already confusing.
Yes.
They would typically give you 5 years to play 4 years.
Okay.
4 seasons. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
Right.
But now you get an extra year. You get a 5th year. So what it does is, Reg, let's think about it from the standpoint of you had a kid that went to school.
Uh-huh.
He was underweight.
Okay.
He wasn't strong enough. You'd have a red shirt year.
Okay.
Right? So you go to college and you'd red shirt.
Right.
That wouldn't count against your years of playing. You still would get your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year.
Because you have 5 to play.
To play 4.
To play 4.
Right? You got to fit 4 years of playing in inside of that 5 years. Now, let's say you redshirted. You played a year. You got injured for a year.
Right.
You could protest to get 3 years back.
Okay.
Right? So that's how guys were
get
playing.
Like a waiver or something.
Yeah, that's how guys were playing 6 years and things like that because of injuries or things like that. But now they're trying to kill the older kids from playing, being 26, 27 years old, right? So
Chad Baker Mazzaro, I think he was 27, bro.
Respect. But the Razorbacks recruited him, so you hating on him, but
he was 27,
you
bro.
been cheering for him. But I don't hate on that. Like there's some kids that are a little older now that I got relationships with. That like if the NCAA is gonna let them play,
right,
then you make your money. Because sometimes, man, you run out of those NBA dreams, and now the league ain't your thing anymore.
So let me ask you this here, Jay, because I know you've studied it because your son is involved. This is the first year of it, and it affects Jacob. When does your clock start?
Your clock starts when you go to school.
Okay.
There was word that it started when you were 19.
Okay.
There was word that it started, whichever one was first, 19 or when you got to school. But they made some amendments to it. The first time they talked about it, it was at starting at the age of 19. So you had guys done by 24 for sure, right? But they worded it now to where because it's actually about to be voted on, and all systems point towards it'll be the case.
Happening.
Yeah, and we wouldn't be talking about it if it wouldn't be a thing because we got a lot of people around here that are I've seen some posts. And just people, oh man, you better look at reclassifying your kid backwards, or up to make sure that everything gets done right. But no, they won't run out of eligibility when they're in college if it starts when they go to college.
So let me ask you this, Jason.
Yeah.
What about the individuals that are currently waiting on a waiver and they're at year 5?
Yeah, so it's not retroactive.
Wow.
It's not retroactive. We had a kid, and here's how it looks.
When you say we, we're talking about who?
I'm talking about Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Right? I'm talking about Nebraska because, they had a couple kids that were seniors. They had 3 that were 5th-year seniors already, mm-hmm. and they had 2 that were seniors, right? Meaning they were 4-year kids.
Right.
Last year, they exhausted their eligibility.
Okay.
Right?
So they don't get a chance to take the benefit.
They don't get a chance to take the benefit of it, right? Now, I agree with it. It just so happens that my kid is on the side that says, yeah, you benefit from it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like now, you think about it, the COVID kids, they got extra years.
That's right.
This class that just graduated, the guys that were 4 years that just ended, they didn't get any extras.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, somebody has to take the brunt of it. But I agree with the rule because guess what? Now you got kids that are, it's within a 5-year window that are going to be playing. Yeah. So the kid that's a junior now, mm-hmm. the kid that's already exhausted 3 years of eligibility, right?
Will he have 2?
He'll have 2 left.
Okay.
Right? And what I said junior now, meaning he's going into his senior year.
Right.
So like we got a couple, we being Nebraska, we got a couple kids, Price Stanford, and it's another kid they'll be seniors this year in terms of the old way of thinking. I think Price will probably go to the league. He was actually was projected as being a 2nd rounder last year.
Right.
But if he wanted, he'll have this year, which will be his senior year, or that's coming up, the senior year when they start playing, right. And then he'll have his 5th year. Right. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I hope we're being really clear with it. So like my son, if he stays in college for 5 years, he'll have 5 years to play 5 years.
To play 5 years.
So now it creates pressure on the coaching staff because you remember a couple years ago, they allotted colleges to have 15 scholarships.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now kids that are, and that's kind of shaky because sometimes there were kids that were getting over-recruited to come to these bigger schools.
That's kind of where I was kind of going. Is that going to allow coaches to push kids out, especially if you got a kid that's a junior?
Yep.
And you don't think that this particular kid can help you win?
Yep.
Is he pushing him out to get a kid, over-recruit him like you said? Is he pushing him out, knowing that this kid can go somewhere else and at least play 2 years?
You talking about the 15, having 15 players, or the 5 years?
The 5 years.
Yes, that's going on right now anyway.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, man, for one, scholarships aren't 4 years.
Yeah.
They're not 5 years.
They're
year to year. They're year-to-year contracts that, if you don't meet your qualifications or if you don't, hold down what you're supposed to be holding down, well, guess what? They can say, I'm sorry, but we're not going to extend that offer to you again next year. So it's absolutely a business, Reg.
Right.
So people need to know what they're supposed to be doing, what they're supposed to be looking out for. So yeah, if your kid goes to, let's say, South Carolina, I'll just give a school, mm-hmm. and it's a reach for South Carolina for that kid. If he goes there off of a relationship or because, hey man, I think this kid has a chance to be special, I think this, that, and the other, and he or she doesn't catch that groove or doesn't figure the thing out, easily can say, hey, look, well, I'm sorry, it doesn't work.
That's the thing about the NCAA that frustrates me, because they're making rules as they go. Mm-hmm. And I'm not specifically pointing toward the 5-for-5 rule. I'm going back to a couple of years ago when they made a rule that said a kid can go to JUCO for 2 years, and those 2 years didn't count toward his 4.
Yeah.
So from what I'm hearing you say, with this new 5-for-5 rule that's going to go into effect once they ratify everything, make everything go, I'm hearing you say that particular rule that was in play a year ago goes out the window.
Well, what I'll say to that is, I think it depends on the wording, right, of the actual law, the bylaw that they put together for this 5-for-5 rule. Again, when they first mentioned it, when they first brought it up, it spoke about once a kid turns 19.
Okay.
Like a kid could get 19 in high school. His last couple weeks of high school,
yes,
he could turn 19. But they ratified that wording to where it's when you report to campus, that's when your first year starts.
So, dude, let me ask you this here. I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Do you see, because there are some coaches around the country that has put their roster together, and they got 2 kids on the roster that are waiting on a waiver, that they are going to somehow get this kid a lawyer and sue the NCAA. Do you see that happening?
Yeah, I do, but I think it's a smaller amount of people that'll be eligible to do it. That's why you put words in like it's not retroactive,
right?
Because then you have guys, hell, my age saying, "Man, I only played 3 years, right? I want to come play my 2 years." You have 30-year-old, so you got you. Again, I get what you're saying, Reg, in terms of not being happy with NCAA. Because they are making up rules as they go, but you gotta find something to get the rules started. You gotta start it.
But I mean, there are coaches out there, because it happened last season.
Yeah.
There were coaches out there that basically tried their way to infiltrate the rules and just basically, I mean, I'm gonna just call a spade a spade.
They put a name on it, man. We're talking around it.
The kid that came back to Alabama had a judge from Alabama help him get an injunction in order for him to be eligible to play.
Yeah.
Until the NCAA said no. So he played 8 or 9 games until the NCAA said no.
Yeah.
But there are coaches out there sitting right now looking at their roster and got a kid on the roster that can help them, that they're probably going to figure out a way to get an injunction or get a lawyer to sue the NCAA.
Yeah.
And I mean, if the kid can play 15 games and help me.
Or in football, same thing. If the kid can play 6 games and win me a bowl game, it makes sense. Man, Rich, on this stuff, I err on the side of the kid.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, these adults need to get the thing in order. Because there's all kinds of budgets, there's all kinds of things put in place. Because people are gravely taken care of.
Right.
In terms of their financial side of things. And I ain't counting nobody's pockets. But if anybody should be able to figure out a way to get over it, should be the kid.
Yeah.
Now, NCAA, they are. It seems like every year something new is coming down the pipeline.
Right.
I think they need to come up with a system, come up with what it is, and then go with that. I think this 5-for-5 is a good start because here's the deal. Instead of being able to transfer all these times, which I'm a big fan of kids being able to transfer. Because
immediately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially now it's going to be immediately because you only got 5-for-5.
Well, no, here's where I was going with that, and I'll address what you were saying too. But, Reg, I think you should be able to transfer because sometimes there's all kinds of lies that goes on in recruitment.
Okay.
Right? You get guys that are saying, "Hey, man, this is what it's going to look like. This is what's going to happen. We expect you. You're going to play. You're here. You're going to start. You'll be playing this position, and then once you sign on that line and you get to that particular school,
like that.
Hey, man, get up out of here. You're a freshman. You be happy with what you got." Right. And so now again, I'm with that being looked at more clearly because once you're trying to sell somebody on something, you'll tell them anything.
Right.
And that's what a lot of times families have happen to them is they're being sold a bill of goods. They get to that school and then now it's, oh, you're going to leave this school?
Right.
Oh, you're going to leave your hometown school where the hometown guy sold me a bill of goods.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, dang, I can't get what I want. So in the 5-for-5 rule now, what they're saying is you'll be allotted 1 transfer.
Okay.
And you won't have to sit out. The second
transfer.
I
like that.
Yeah. You
that.
You won't have to sit out. It's immediate. You can leave. And the second one, from what I'm hearing, you have to sit out a year.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like, I like that. I don't want it to be the Wild Wild West where you got a kid and in 5 years they in 5 different schools.
Right. I love this conversation. And I'm gonna ask you this, Jason, because again, like I said, you're living it. You and your son are living it. Do you think that the current model of college athletics is sustainable? in the model that it is now?
No, that's why they're making changes now.
Okay.
Because it's wild west. Yes. You have to have checks and balances.
Yeah.
Right. There's always going to be people that's going to do stuff under the table. But when there is no table, there's no police, there's nobody to govern it, and it's wild west.
Yeah.
Then it's just, like you get kids like a situation like what was going on at LSU.
Yeah.
He said, man, I'm just gonna bring in all old kids. I'm gonna bring in all kids.
Overseas.
Everybody is they're more mature.
Yeah.
They're pros. Blank. And so if nobody says anything, if nobody puts any kind of parameters on it or real guardrails on it, then people are absolutely gonna push the guardrails. I'm a rule follower, but I find ways from time to time to spread out a little bit more because I want to feel what happens then.
But then, okay, I'm gonna ask you this here then.
Talk to me.
Does a kid that stays in Germany or stays in Poland or stays in Russia and is 23 but has never played a minute of college basketball, can they come in at 23 and get 5 years?
No, because it's school, it's 19 or enrolling in school. It's whichever one.
What if I've never enrolled in school?
Well,
19 or
Okay. Yeah. So now you can say, okay, well, he didn't enroll in school and then he was 19, blank. So from what I've read is he'll have 1 year of eligibility if he's 23. Right. So he'll be coming in as a last year guy.
Well, when I hear you say that, then Jason, to me, this rule, once they can get a hold on the NIL piece, because that's kind of where I was going with, is college sports going to be sustainable the way the Wild West is as far as NIL?
Okay.
The 5-for-5 rule is going to benefit the college game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have college-age kids playing the game with a little bit more passion as opposed to just a kid just sticking around until I'm 28 because I can go somewhere and get a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not really, I don't care if this school win or not. I don't have any interest in
that community,
in that state, in that nothing. I'm just going somewhere where I can get the biggest bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it benefits. I think it eventually benefits the game of college basketball to make it get closer to where it was. College basketball, college sports in general. Yeah. Get back to where it was before, in my opinion.
I believe that kids should be able to transfer.
I didn't say that.
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just setting my expectations of it because again, people can get told and sold a bill of goods. And then you get there and it looks completely different than what you want. Look at Dusty May, Michigan. Yeah. He was just the Michigan head coach 2 weeks ago.
National champion.
He recruited kids to come there.
Absolutely.
There's
entire squad.
There's a freshman there. There's a first year player there that went there because he wanted to play for that guy.
There you go.
Now, am I casting any aspersions on Dusty May? No, because this is about advancing. If there's a different job, I'm saying you just moved jobs. I'm pretty sure you took a pay increase and things happened.
I got on down.
You got the bag, right?
I got on down.
I can't hate nobody for doing that because at the end of the day, we all human and we all have the same things we really, really care about, which is our family, which is our well-being, which is our legacy. Right?
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? I think that I don't have an issue with the transfer thing either, but I think there's some things that go on behind the scenes from runners, from camps, from agents, uncles and agents and that sort of thing.
Parents,
I give you a prime example. And it's more prevalent in football than it is basketball.
Okay.
You have guys that have already pretty much set up their next destination 7 games into the season. Mm-hmm. And will basically bow out of the bowl game because in December I'm transferring anyway. Mm-hmm. I've already worked my deal out. Mm-hmm. But it's a twofold thing because that school that you're going to was recruiting you and tampering with you during the season. Yeah. You're on the field playing for such and such school, but you're preparing to go to another school. Those are the type of things that I think they need to clean up.
Do you not think that school that you're playing for, that you're leaving, is probably tampering with somebody else too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's that all of that needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, because at some point you got to put some parameters. You got to put some guardrails up, right? Because people are going to take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of them.
Right.
And so, like with this again, with this whole basketball thing, man, I think it's a good thing. I think it cleans up some stuff. Of course, there's going to be some people that don't get a chance to take advantage of it, right? Yeah. They just won't get a chance because of their years, of their time.
It's going to affect. I mean, it has an effect on the. Of course, you know I'm a Razorback fan. It has an effect on the Razorback roster because they were literally waiting on a kid from Florida. I think they were probably going to sign him, but right now he's trying to get a waiver, and he's probably not going to get a waiver. So they've pretty much probably moved on from that.
Moved on from him. Yeah. But also too that what's the kid name that's Thompson? He's a 27 that they're talking about him coming in him reclassing to be 26.
Thompson.
Davion Thompson. I like that for a kid that's a year early. Mm-hmm. If he's not gonna be, let's look at it like this. He's a 5-star.
Yeah.
He's a junior.
Yeah.
He's gonna be all right. Mm-hmm. I like my kid going to school early.
Yeah.
Because I got 5 years. Mm-hmm. Right. So now I'm spending that early year. That first year, if you want to call it freshman, if you want to call it pre-freshman, you go from being a junior to being a pre-freshman in college.
Well,
one, you're on campus.
Yep.
You learn the game, right? You're ahead of schedule, right? You get paid, mm-hmm. right? You get in college courses. Things like that are happening. I'm not saying that I would do it, but I'm saying I understand why that would be beneficial with this 5-for-5 rule.
Well, you have some coaches out there and some programs out there that's what they're pitching to kids.
Yeah.
They're pitching 2-year NIL deals.
Yeah, yeah.
Check this out. They're pitching 2-year NIL deals with that first year being sort of like a development year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a prime example. That's kind of what I really think swayed, and again, I go back to Arkansas because I follow their recruiting. That kind of swayed the being a Kesey kid going to Louisville.
That's the freshman.
That's the freshman.
Yeah, well, he
reclassed.
He
reclassed.
Yeah.
And we had him in on a visit. We thought we had him locked up, but I think Louisville came behind that, offered him a little bit more money, offered him a 2-year type situation, mm-hmm. because he's going to be playing behind the Badinga kid anyway.
That makes a lot of sense.
You get what I'm saying?
If I'm that family, that makes a lot of sense because I can go to school.
There you go.
I can learn on the job training. I don't have a lot of expected out of me. And if it goes great,
yes.
Well, guess what? I'm gone early.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, if it goes great, it's a win-win. Mm-hmm. But if it doesn't, it makes a lot of sense. And then now, too, if I'm coaching college basketball, I'm looking for those young bigs.
Yes.
Because bigs are such a commodity right now. You're paying so much for a big. Well, guess what? I'm going to go get him early. Yeah. I'm going to train him up early. I'm going to put some weight on him early. Yeah. So now when it's his time, he already 2 years in.
And I think that's what they sold the Kesey kid on.
That's what the Razorbacks were trying to sell these other kids.
Well, that's what
I'd be doing.
This kid the latest kid that they're on, the Caleb Origo kid, they're selling him on the same thing, a 2-year type deal.
Yeah.
2-year type deal.
Yeah.
He's gonna be 20. He's 27 now. He's supposed to be trying to reclass back.
Yeah.
And they're working something out to where it's a 2-year deal.
Yeah. Nah, man. There's ways. Again, man. I'm who am I to call anybody wrong? Right? People are just running their race. It's just one of those things where you're trying to figure out the best thing for your kid. Within the rules that are going on.
Well, let's just say this here. I want to table this conversation because again, there'll be some other things coming out. You know what I'm saying? There'll be some ratifications and that sort of thing. And I mean, I'm waiting on the first lawsuit, and then we can talk about it. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be some lawsuits.
It's gonna happen.
But it won't be 1 million people. It'll be 1,000. You see what I'm saying? And mm-hmm. So that's, to me, that's worth it.
Right.
In terms of, okay, we got to find a way and go that way versus we're going this way. And this way is a lot of different ways. Yes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we can utilize that because you mentioned Dustin May. We can utilize that to segue into NBA. Here's a guy that just won a national championship.
Yep.
And a day before the draft, 2 days before the draft, he's announced as a new Dallas Mavericks coach.
Yep.
So imagine if more than likely the kids probably had some idea. But imagine if you were recruited, like you say, a freshman, or
Brandon McCoy.
There you go.
One of the top freshmen in the nation.
There you go, Brandon McCoy, who's a kid from California. He's from California.
Yeah.
He could have went anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then 2 days before the draft, your coach says he's gonna be a pro coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the NBA's got a lot of things going on. That's one thing about the NBA. You just never know. A lot of surprises. A lot of stuff came down the pipe today.
Okay. Talk to me.
What's your thought on? I think the biggest story of the day is probably LeBron. That's basically telling the Lakers.
You can't go start nowhere else. If you're gonna talk about NBA, I'm just testing your gangster. I'm like, where are you going? You can't.
I think the biggest story of the day
is LeBron.
Is LeBron, because we're approaching the first days of free agency.
Today, right?
Today,
now?
We're approaching the first day of free agency, where they'll start working the deals out. I think they go into effect on like the 6th or something like that.
Yeah.
But LeBron just basically told the Lakers, I don't plan on coming back. Yeah. So it's no need for us to even go into contract negotiations, so forth and so on.
You can go ahead and about your business.
You can go ahead and about your business.
Who you want to sign. I don't want to hold y'all up.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
No, I love it. I love it. It's being upfront and honest. It's like, man, I'm gonna do something else. I see something else.
He knows what he's gonna do already.
Respect. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I'm not the one to say I know what LeBron is thinking, but I know what I like for him to do. You know what I'm saying? But man, look, that's being upfront and honest.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna stay here.
Yeah.
I like that he let his son sign his full agreement, his guaranteed deal.
We know who driving the boat now.
Come on now. I mean, but listen, man, we talking about real life. This is real life. Real life. You gonna leave a place that your son works at and leave it in a situation where they feel like, well, damn, you slighted us.
Right.
Man, get your son out of here too.
Right.
Now what we got?
Make sure he gets secure first.
He gets secured, and he does what he does. And so again, that's all speculation, right? You know, allegedly. And so what we doing is just saying, hey, look, I understand it. If I'm him, that's what I do. And then now it's getting with Rich Paul to see what's the best fit.
But I mean, you got to figure the writing was on the wall. I mean, the Lakers made the first move, and I don't know if the first move is them making a move because LeBron had already basically let them know what the play was going to be, and he just now announcing it, or they just made the first chess move, and their first chess move was to sign Austin Reeves to a max deal.
I think that Detroit and Sacramento put pressure on that situation.
Okay.
Because Austin Reeves could have walked.
Yes.
He could have got signed by somebody else.
Yes.
Right? So what you do is you go ahead and put your deal out there. Austin Reeves, if I'm not mistaken, said, "No, that's not enough."
Yeah.
And then they rebounded and came back.
And he got paid.
Yeah, but somebody else would have paid him a little bit more.
That's real,
right? So I don't think the Lakers handled that well. I think they should have. I don't know if Luka, Bron, Reeves wins.
Yeah, they don't win.
I don't think they win.
They don't win.
If it's me, if I'm the Lakers, I take care of Luka, which what they did.
Absolutely,
I get LeBron to understand that, man, you are our guy next to Luka.
Yeah. Right.
We need you to take this cut, and we're gonna use Austin Reeves to go pull us in something else.
Yeah.
Right. I'd have traded.
But that even with that, Jay, I mean, is that a winning formula?
Well, you're in LA for one. Now you got Luka, which I think is top 5.
Yeah.
You got LeBron, which I think is top 15.
Yeah.
You go out and get Jalen Duren or something like that from Detroit because Detroit needs another scorer.
Yeah.
Now you got your guards and your bigs. Mm-hmm. You got LeBron at a discounted price. You try to get Duren at a decent price.
You're not gonna get him at a decent price.
Well, does he demand the max after his playoff performance?
Well, here's the thing about it.
Detroit ain't paying him.
Detroit's not gonna pay him the max, and that's probably why he's gonna walk.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pay him the max, but he made All Pro. He made everything.
All NBA 13.
Okay, he made All NBA 13.
All Pro. Football. Yeah.
He made third team All NBA, which qualifies him for what?
The max.
For the max.
But you don't. If someone else.
So that's his bargaining too.
Yeah, no doubt. But let me think. There's a couple guys that made third team. Did Jaren Jackson Jr. get paid max money? in Memphis?
I'm not sure. Sure.
Because you remember, they didn't want to pay him the max.
He may have.
Right? That's why, because it's like, man, dang, he's a limited player. He doesn't, to pay a max dollar, I want to get Giannis. To pay a max dollar, I want to get Shake. I want to get one of those guys.
That's real. But I mean, there's only so many of those. There's going to be some other guys that's going to get max contracts.
No, I got you. But I don't want to be the organization paying my all right guy max dollars.
Sacramento's about to do it.
Well, they need somebody to get them going. They need somebody to keep the ball rolling. But what I'm saying is, you with Austin Reeves, you got to go ahead and try to get him locked in because other Sacramento was trying to pull at him. Yeah. Detroit was trying to pull at him. So I think the Lakers got their hand kind of tied up in terms of like, dang, we got Luka, we got Austin Reeves. Neither one of them guard like that. You can't now pay Bron because if Bron go back, I want 50. Right. After you sign Reeves before me, now I want 50.
I want 50.
You know what I'm saying? Now it just looks hairy. So it's hard to put the blame on the Lakers because I think you had to do what you had to do. Right. Because you can't afford to lose both of them. Right. You can't, but hey,
Well, the way it's looking with, again, I find it kind of ironic because you got to know how Bron works. You got to know how Rich Paul works. Yeah. They kind of pull the strings behind the scenes and make some things work. Okay. It's ironic that Bron makes his announcement today, but a day or so ago or 2 days ago, Draymond Green opted out of his deal to restructure his deal to make room to sign another
free agent or two.
Yeah. So
yeah. Hey, bro. Look, man.
And those guys vacation. I mean, Bron and Draymond are like this. Uh-huh. I mean, they boys, and they hang out in the summer. Mm-hmm. And from what I hear, Steph and LeBron's relationship really grew during the time they played in the Olympics. Yep. The time they played in the Olympics, and it sounds like that they're gonna try to make something happen for at least LeBron to go to Golden State.
Man, what I'm hearing is that they go ahead and sign LeBron to the mid-level exception. Yep. Which is $15 million. Yep. With Draymond, relinquish some of his, now you'll be able to pull that type of money in. Yeah. You can trade Jimmy Butler. Yeah. For Anthony Davis.
Not gonna happen.
Respect. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. That can happen. And then you make it work like that. If I am Washington,
the Wizards, The Wizards aren't trying to win if they allow that deal to happen.
Well, I don't know if you can win. Do you go forward with Anthony Davis with Trae Young and AJ DeBonta, or do you say we're gonna punt it a couple years, right? Because we got Trae hemmed up, we got him signed. Okay. You got AJ for a number of years, right? You bring in a Jimmy Butler,
a 37-year-old Jimmy Butler, off of knees injury.
Okay, yeah. So you're punting, meaning you're not trying to win championships. Now you're gonna win some games, but peep this. Now you can let Jimmy Butler sit out. Okay. Jimmy Butler can be a voice.
He has an expiring contract.
Voice in the locker room, right? That can help teach the young fella, AJ DeBonta. They play similar positions. Jimmy's a 3, AJ's a 3, 4 can be a 2, 3, 4.
And Jimmy's been known to be somewhat of a locker room guy, but
he can be. But now
where's his welcome out?
Now, as he's getting older, because now you can say, man, that you can have him teach that young fella. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So now you can, if it don't work perfectly, you get another draft pick. Right. You're gonna get a draft pick from Golden State. Right. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You could possibly even get like a Moody or something. Yeah. Get him to throw it in. And now, in 2 years, with the 2 years older trade, with another draft pick or two, with AJ that's had some time, you withstand the run of Giannis because it's timing now. Yeah, it's timing, right? If you want to be a championship team, if I know my guys aren't going to be as good as New York or as good as Oklahoma City or as good as San Antonio, I might punt the next couple years and grow my guys up, and then as they're declining, Now it's my time to take over.
Well, it's funny that you say that because San Antonio is basically in year 3 and they've completely turned it around.
Yeah.
Who's to say AJ DeBonta is not a generational talent?
That's what I'm saying.
And in 3 years, you're ready to win.
In 3 years. And so now, but if he gets out the oven too fast, meaning you own some win stuff now, right? With Trey and
Castle's year 2 and Dylan Harper's year 1.
Correct. Yeah. So you making my argument.
Yeah.
I'm saying if it happens too fast,
yeah,
right, and now it's win now, not development now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best thing that happened to Cooper Flagg is he got a chance to develop this year.
Yeah.
It wasn't about winning this year.
Right.
He got to play point guard.
Then they fire my boy Jason Kidd.
Respect.
Straight BS.
Respect. But what I'm saying is now is you get a couple draft picks in. AJ DeBantis could be Wemby, if you get what I'm saying. He could be a generational talent.
Yes.
And now you add some people with him, and then now it's your turn to take this thing over.
Well, I look at it a little bit different.
Sure.
I look at it as with the roster currently constructed with Trae Young, you got an all-star point guard.
Mm-hmm.
He's an all-star point guard. He's an all-star point guard.
You rock with him? Is he a max
I'm
player?
not saying he's the best point guard. Okay. I'm saying they maxed him.
Does his style of play equal winning?
I mean, he doesn't defend, but I mean, according to the masses, they didn't think that Brunson's style of play equal winning, and he just won the championship.
Brunson is different. That's a completely different player.
I agree, but I'm just saying I don't want to say a new change of scenery can't change the player as well. With the right situation around him.
I don't think
because here's the thing about it.
Yeah.
Brunson is effective because of the players around him. He's a great player. He's a great offensive player that is effective to the level of a championship level because the team is constructed the way it's constructed. You got a Josh Hart, you got a Anunoby, you got a Mikal Bridges to take up some of that slack when you lack on defensive end.
Washington ain't got none of that.
Well, I mean, they got a couple. They got Keyshawn George and you figured
babies, but I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down, which also makes my argument even better because now they get a couple years to grow into that.
But I'm saying, why not allow you saying groom somebody? Jimmy Butler come groom AJ DeBanza. Why not you allow Anthony Davis to groom Alexander Sarr? He was the number one pick. You know what I'm saying? And they play in the same position.
Anthony Sarr ain't AJ DeBanza.
He's the number one pick.
I don't give a damn what you. That's shit. Michael Olowokandi was. You know what I'm saying? Who was the cat that went to Cleveland that year? From
Anthony Bennett.
Anthony Bennett was number one pick. So two things can be right at the same time, but that don't mean it's right.
He had a bad back.
You're correct.
He was damaged goods.
Okay, so cool. You're correct, but you're not right.
Yeah. But I mean, all roads lead to what you're saying is that Golden State is going to try to find a way to sign both LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Man, if they do, I just hope they keep Moses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of Moses getting out of there to get his chance to do more and have more of an imprint on the game.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that, to be able to see where you are and what you got. But with this injury, and then also too, man, I look at it like this. Man, with the cats that he's played with, the basketball knowledge,
absolutely,
on the plane, on the bus, on the rides. You talking about Clay? You talking about Jimmy Butler? You talk about Steph? You talk about Chris Paul? You talk about Draymond? Now you talking about possibly LeBron?
Mm-hmm.
Man, the wealth of knowledge that's just flying by that dude here, just shoom shoom.
Does that older team work? Because I see, this is what I see with that bunch. I see that bunch being similar to when Joe and KG and Paul Pierce and them went to Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
They got to their older years and they, you know what I'm saying, I think they might have flamed out in the second round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I hear what you're saying. And one injury can stop anything, right? But if you want to take that risk, these two are the two to take the risk with. LeBron and Steph.
Other trades, man. Which one was the most alarming to you? You had the Minnesota trade, Minnesota getting LaMelo Ball.
Yep.
You had to real recently, Memphis trading Ja.
Yeah, I don't like that trade.
Yeah, that's and then Miami.
Yeah.
With Giannis.
Yeah. My favorite is probably Miami with Giannis.
Yeah.
And I gotta see
Giannis and Bam together.
LaMelo play with Anthony Edwards, because I know Anthony Edwards he ain't going.
Yeah.
And he's getting to that age to where that clock is starting to tick.
He's still young.
23, 24
He's still young.
No, respect. I get what
Still
you're saying.
young.
I get what you're saying. He's super young, but he has greatest of all time aspirations type stuff. So he ain't gonna sit, and his personality says, "I want to win at all costs." So he'll get uncool with you. Like, you ain't gonna be out here messing around. There's some guys that I think are just cool, and that's all they got to stand on is cool. Right. Well, I think he is able and will push guys, especially as he's getting older,
right, to
say, "Nah, man, we hooping around here." So I'm interested to see how LaMelo handles those high pressure moments, those high pressure situations, his style of play, the quality of shots.
He don't play with
basketball. and how they manage defense. You see what I'm saying? And then manage just the care. You know, I'm big on caring, man. If you don't care,
what does that say about Charlotte, though, Jay? What does that say about Charlotte that you get rid of LaMelo, and they just recently traded Miles Bridges as well?
Mm-hmm.
What does that say about LaMelo Ball?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, and I'm kind of riding with you with, I don't think Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball, it's like water and oil.
I said I want to see how they go. I said I don't like the Portland trade with Ja. Okay. I want to see how. I think Andy Edwards could possibly have the temperament, the personality, the leadership to bring LaMelo Ball on this side of playing really, really, really hard.
Here's the thing that I think that will be to the detriment of that particular situation. NBA basketball, winning basketball, hinges a lot on availability.
Yep. And
that's one of LaMelo's sticking points, that he's a lot of times just not available.
Yeah.
He doesn't play a lot. I read a stat for him at the age he is, he's played, him and Ja, both of them have played the less minutes of any of those players at the same age that came in at the same time, so forth and so on. So his particular deal, his ankles are, you know what I'm saying, he's got them ankles that, you know, flare up on him and that sort of thing. So I just don't see him, because what happens when you got 20 games where LaMelo's not there?
Yeah, no doubt. But you got one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, that
can get you over the hump, right? You still got Anthony Edwards. Let's not sleep on who he is.
Yeah,
you got Anthony Edwards, man. One of the things somebody pointed out to me the other day, and I'm like, dang, that make a lot of sense. And he was like, yeah, man, Dad had him playing on that concrete all the time.
All the time.
Had him run on that concrete
and
all the time.
All of them boys have had injuries now.
Yeah.
Jello hadn't played on NBA, but those guys have had injuries to their lower extremities.
Yeah, that's right. And so it's one of those things where you can't help but say, damn, that is right.
Yeah.
Damn, that could have had something to do with it. And I'm a big
because all he had was doing was running. They wasn't working on their legs.
I'm a big LeVar Ball fan. I'm a fan of the idea of what he was trying to do.
Right.
His way of doing it, sometimes I look at it and say, that's a lot. Mm-hmm. And then also, too, he's first generation.
Yes.
Right? First generation is going to be bull in the China shop. They're going to knock some shit down. Mm-hmm. Right? Not that they intentionally trying to do it, but all they know is just to be me in this moment. And so
because he's been quoted several times as saying, I run them so they can run all day.
Yeah.
And they just, when they was playing with him, they ran all day.
Yeah.
Ran all day. But running on that concrete all the time.
So I wish that, in the next LeVar Ball, the next Dad, the next whoever, because that's what happens. You have these people that get out front, and if you're not paying attention and learning from it, you'll make the same mistakes. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying he did anything wrong in terms of his actions or the work. But man,
because it worked. It got them what it needed to be.
If that could have just been in the gym.
Yeah, in the gym instead.
If that could have been
on the
done,
treadmill.
if that could have been done with some body care after, you know what I'm saying? Doing a lot of rehab after, right? Just making sure that those kids, because sometimes you can run them into a wall, you can run them down. And again, I don't know exactly.
And he had Melo out there like 6, bro, like 5 and 4.
Yeah. But again, it worked. It got him there. But you only got 2 ankles. Yeah. You only got 2 knees. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then also, too, speculations on the shoes and how that type of stuff could, all that stuff is important. You know, I'll give you this. Parents, if you don't have it, please do some research on getting your kid custom insoles for the shoes, right? Just buying the shoes out the store and rocking them.
Lonzo was on record saying that them shoes hurt his feet.
Respect.
He was hurting his feet.
But I'm talking about even in terms of you having the best of the best on, having the LeBrons on, having the Kobe's on, having these and the other. Right. Like do your research, parents, on. Now it's expensive. Yeah. Right. But do your research on getting your kid custom insoles, because that fits towards their foot. And again, that studies shown, man, that's really, really important. Mm-hmm. And some people think, man, that ain't got nothing to do with your jump shot fall. Some people think that ain't got nothing to do with you, getting up in the air and dunking on somebody. After a while, after the wear and tear, because this ain't about who's the best right now, it's who's the best over time. And like you said, the availability. And so anything you can do to make sure your kid has the ability to stay on the floor. The best ability is availability.
Portland and Ja.
Yeah. I don't think they done, Reg. I think they're going to make another trade.
So right now, when you look at the roster, you got Ja. Yeah. These are just guards. Ja. Dame will come back off of injury. Yep. Drew Holiday. Mm-hmm. Scoot Henderson which was 4 years ago, was your number 2 pick. Number 2 or number 3 pick.
Number 3 pick.
In the draft.
Yeah. And he played good this year too. Yeah. Playoffs, yeah. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah. And
Shane Sharp.
Yeah. Your franchise player last year was Denny Atviel. Okay. So you got about 6 perimeter players for 2.5 positions. Yeah. What does that say about Ja Morant's value? How far it's fallen that you get traded for Jeremy Grant? Yeah. And Chris Murray. I don't even know who Chris Murray is.
Yeah, that's the cat that was
Keegan Murray's brother.
Keegan Murray. I'm gonna say this, Reg. Another conversation I'll have another day. Yeah. I think that, and I don't wish this upon him, but I think Ja is he's gonna be one of those guys that if he doesn't pull it all the way together,
he doesn't figure it out,
he's gonna be a guy that's gonna be out of the league 2 years before his body or his skill set he was supposed to be out of the league, if you get what I'm saying. Right. Like, he might be meant to have a 12, 14-year career, but he's going to be out of the league in 10, 12 years. Yeah. Right? Right. And the reason why I say that,
he ain't figured it out yet, Jay. Let's just be honest.
Well, we don't know that. I'm saying that if because we ain't seen him in a year. Like, he didn't play a lot last year, did he?
Availability.
Respect. But they were trying to get him out of there, so you want to keep him healthy. Yeah. Right? So now, hopefully, this trade says, all right, get your mind right, because this might be the last chance. Yeah. And so, I err on the side of the kid. I hate calling him kid, but hell, he's probably 20 years younger than me. So, I think that if personality types, you got to be able to mesh. You got to be able to chameleonize yourself in situations with people. If you're not that, if you can't do that, they're going to get you out of there a little earlier.
But it's got to be a humbling experience. It's got to be a humbling experience. If you had the keys to the city in Memphis.
Yeah. You had the keys to the NBA.
You had the keys to the NBA.
He was the face of the NBA.
His shoes still one of the top sellers.
Yeah.
You had the keys to the NBA. And they ship you to Portland.
Yeah.
For Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray.
If I'm Portland, I do it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm Portland, I do it, because that's basic business. You buy stock low. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And listen, if it goes right and Ja turns into a piece of who he was, let's say he's 3/4 on the dollar of who he was, they got him for $0.25 on the dollar.
So do you think Memphis is trying to win? Because here's the thing about it. I'll go back to this here. Look at this Memphis team that was on the verge of being in the Western Conference Finals a few years ago. You had Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., Steven Adams, Ja, one or two other players, and they were competing for something. There's no Desmond Bain, there's no Steven Adams, there's no Jaren Jackson.
There's no Ja.
There's no Ja. You got Cam Boozer, Cedric Coward, the Aldama kid,
Edney, the kid,
Zach Edey.
Zach Edey,
Zach Edey.
Yeah.
That's your franchise right now.
Well, Reg, it goes back to the point I just made. You ain't winning nothing in the next 2, 3, 4 years anyway. So the move is to get young.
Yeah.
You ain't beating you not beating San Antonio. You're not beating Oklahoma City. You're not beating Denver. Right now. In the next 2 years. That's dang near guarantee. One of those three are going to be coming out the Western Conference. In the next 2 years at the very least. So what I'd suggest, if I'm the GM, I'm saying I'm going to use this time to get young. I'm going to use this time to start storing up draft picks so that now I can make my run as their run is depleting. Now, I think this Golden State thing can be really sexy. Now, I can take all that back if the LeBron and AD with Draymond and Steph, and they find a way to go get Clay, if all those little bitty things can happen, I don't care if they the 7th, 6th seed. If they can just get you a playoffs, they can beat you. They can beat you 4 out of 7.
I got one sneaky one that happened this week, and I really feel sorry for him because I think Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors just mentally broke him, and that's Jonathan Kuminga.
Okay. Why you say you mentally broke him?
I mean, he just ain't. It's like he's just not the same player, man. I really think Steve Kerr stunted his growth to the point where they just got rid of him. Okay. And now Atlanta don't pick the option up, so he's a free agent.
Yeah. He gonna get paid somewhere. But hey, man, look, Reg.
He's young too.
Look, Reg, you gotta, and some of that stuff. I'm surprised that you say stuff like that. But Golden State has a system. It's get the ball to 30.
Yeah.
And if you're not getting the ball to 30, you're not with us. You know what I'm saying? And so, Reg, like, we talk about this all the time. We talk about this in high school basketball. It started to trickle down. Normally, that was a NBA thing up. Now it went to college, where the college has a guy or two, and it's primarily.
So is it the Golden State system,
though? Now it's high school starting to the big time high school players are starting to do it. If you got 30 on your team,
so is it the system though?
You better not miss him coming off that screen.
Is it the system when they leave Golden State? It's like they careers plummet. Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga.
So 30 make
Andrew Wiggins.
30 make you look good too now. Right? I mean, 30 is going to make it to where if you drive on 30 side, ain't no help coming.
Yeah.
Because they not helping off 30.
Yeah.
30 is Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Right?
That's real.
So hey, my kid, he's in Nebraska.
Yeah.
He got a kid named Price Sanford who shoots the hull off the ball.
Yeah.
He got to
get the rock.
Got a couple other shooters.
Yeah.
I bet you Jacob better not miss him coming off that screen.
Give it up.
You better give him that ball. Now, there's times when you're going to have times to do things you're supposed to do because that opens up the defense. That opens up things. And that's one of the reasons why we picked the schools because, man, I don't remember last time he was guarded by one guy.
Yeah.
You can't double him now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You're not going to be able to double that kid now.
That's real.
And so now you got shooters that you can't help off of. Now the floor is spaced.
Yeah.
So that, again, 30, Steph Curry, he makes it to where it's easier for you.
Yeah.
Right? And now if you on a team that ain't got no shooting, imagine being at Portland and you're a driver.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to get to that paint because they already in it. They in the zone.
That's real. NBA draft, Jay.
Yep.
First pick was pretty much what everybody thought. You know what I'm saying? And what's your take on Peterson almost trying to force the Wizards' hands to draft him at 1 because he don't work out for nobody else? How does that make him look to Utah? I'm asking.
Man, some of that stuff be overblown, man. It's a business. He met with them. They had conversations.
He only worked out for one team.
I didn't say work out. I said he met with them.
Okay.
You remember what's my guy last year that went to Rutgers?
Ace Bailey. He did the same thing.
He did the same thing.
Am
I saying it's right or if it looks good or whatever the case may be? Man, it's a business, dog. It's not. This ain't about. Man, these are business people.
But what I'm saying is that even though the Wizards didn't tip their hat, it was pretty much the consensus that the Wizards was going to take AJ DeBanson with the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you already got the stigma about you not being available.
Yeah, I got you.
Why come into the league with anything else?
Yeah.
That's my whole thing.
Well, he could have been also, man, make the trade. Utah.
Trade me out of Utah?
No. Utah make the trade with Washington to get the number 1 pick, so that Washington could have the 2nd pick.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all. I think we get caught up in looking at it one way. Mm-hmm. If we look at it multiple angles, then we can find the alpha people.
Well, I can tell you right now, and you know this here. I mean, it didn't take a rocket scientist to watch the NBA draft to see that the NBA already values AJ DeBanson.
Yeah, Stephen A. has been doing a lot of pushing of him.
Exactly.
Right, and a lot of not pushing of DP.
Exactly. So those are the type of things you don't want to really set yourself up and start your career behind the 8 ball because you're making yourself look like one of those guys.
Yeah, respect.
You get what I'm saying?
You got to be careful. You got to be careful because they easily can spin the narrative and make it look weird.
See what they're doing to Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, you can easily spin the narrative. And unfortunately, that's bad, for a lot of these young black kids, man. And it's a sticky situation.
Yeah.
Because there's been others in other sports that have done
the same thing. Peyton Manning did it.
It was looked upon as
Eli Manning did it.
Eli Manning did it.
That's right.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to play there.
I'm not going to play there.
Yeah. Steph Curry told Golden State he wanted to go to New York.
That's real.
Golden State said, man, please.
Man, whatever.
You're going to be here. Right? So, hey, man, it's one of those things, man. Sometimes we give the people we like the pass and the people we don't want to like, we find a way to make it worse than what it is. And with DP, like, not saying I know him personally, but have been in the same space and those people that he knows.
Yeah,
man, it's a good dude.
Yeah,
good kid.
Yeah,
people gonna be surprised. He damn near probably was supposed to be the number 1 pick.
Yeah,
because he's really good.
How does he fit in with that Utah team?
That's a perfect fit. Mm-hmm. He fits more than AJ fit, I think.
Okay.
I think Utah wanted AJ only because
he's been in Utah.
Right, and he's a Utah kid now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They can say, "Oh, this is our guy,"
and it's gonna sell tickets.
It's gonna sell tickets.
DP,
think about this. He fits perfectly.
Yeah,
because they
got 1, 2, 3. Keontae, DP, or is DP gonna be your point guard? Keontae gonna be your 2.
I'll say DP point guard. He can push out the point guard too and play off the ball as well.
And then Ace Bailey is your 3, marketing and whoever you play at the. Walker Kessler.
You can go marketing at the 3 if you want and just be crazy big.
Yeah.
Right? Because they got 2 7-footers there. If I'm
Walker Kessler and somebody else.
It's another guy that's a big
foreigner.
Yeah. So you can play around with that at Utah.
Okay.
Versus if he went to Washington.
Right.
Now you playing with Trey.
Yeah. And
Trey is a little bit more ball dominant.
Yeah.
And DP.
Trey don't start over. He don't start over DP though.
Well, see what I'm saying? Now.
Oh, you saying Trey Young? I'm thinking about Trey Young. Okay, Trey Young. Yeah, he's a lot more ball dominant.
You see what I'm saying? So now I think it's a better fit where they ended up at.
DP will have the ball in his hands a little bit more in Utah as opposed to in Washington.
And I think they win right now.
Right.
I think Utah wins right now. Winning meaning playoffs.
Playoffs.
Win. Yeah. Not or play-in tournament win.
Yeah.
Versus
they make the playoffs.
Yeah, they win right now. I think Washington is depends on what they want to pick to do.
Yeah, the
right?
East is up in the air when you get past your New York and a couple of other teams. It's up in the air.
New York, Boston,
you know
Toronto,
what Boston gonna do. Miami now, possibly depending on what Miami does.
Those guys are dogs. Guys like Giannis, guys like Kawhi, you know, if they're available, if they're playing, hey, you know they're gonna give you 25.
I like that Toronto team now, man.
Yeah,
Kawhi going back.
Yeah,
I like that Toronto team. Third pick, Cam Boozer to Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis got a lot to do.
Memphis got a lot of work.
Memphis got a lot of 4s and 5s.
Yeah, a lot of work. Yeah. Fourth pick, Caleb Wilson to Chicago.
I think he has a really big upside.
He's got a chance to be really, really special.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a chance that he's got a chance to be. He's got the potential. I'll just say this here. He's got the potential to be the best of the group. Yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's gonna be.
Respect.
But he has the potential to be the best of the group.
He's gonna be able to play. He's gonna have the ball in his vicinity.
Yeah.
Things are gonna be ran for him. Yeah. And then also too, man, he play hard. Right?
Yeah.
He ain't a cool cat. Right? So I think that all leads. I think that's where the NBA is going. It's gonna be less superstar-ish. It's gonna be more guys that play hard and do some different things.
Here's where I started questioning the management when the Clippers took Wagler at 5, especially when you're going to eventually trade Kawhi. You take Wagler at 5. Mm-hmm. I just think, and this is my, and I know what everybody was saying, that A-Cup wanted to go to Sacramento, and it sounds like it's going to be a perfect fit. But I just kind of figured that the big market in LA and the big market in Brooklyn would have not allowed A-Cup to fall to 7, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, Reg, I look at that different. Like, because, listen, with Wagler, he can play with Garland. I
don't think Wagler steps on the floor day one, bro. I don't think he's physically ready to do it. I'm not saying it's the best thing for him. Yeah.
I'm saying that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And they're going to trial by fire.
So he's going to play off the ball?
He can play on or off. They got Garland there. They got it's another guard there. And my bad, I'm bad with names coming off the top of my head like that. But they got a few guards that will allow him to not have to be the point guard.
Okay.
Right? He doesn't have to be the facilitator. You don't have to be the playmaker. Right. He can just make shots until he gets stronger. That's one thing about having multiple skills that will allow you to do different things, right? If he can shoot the ball and allow himself time to grow physically and to mature, that shooting ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And then now, guess what? Now he can mess around and he can handle the ball, and then is he Steph Curry now or something like that? I know that's a far reach, but I'm saying, is he something like that? Is he poor man Steph Curry, which is really, really valuable still? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So if I'm them, I don't know if I take him over Michael Brown.
That's kind of where I'm going.
But I understand them taking him over A-Cup. If that makes sense.
I just see fandom, stardom, putting butts in the seats. Big market, LA. The Lakers influx, you know, I just felt like you can go with a more of a flashy type guy that you can put some pub behind and make that thing go with the A-Cup or Michael Brown.
Yeah, I can see Michael Brown for sure. It'd be hard for me to see A-Cup with style of play and all that stuff. Okay. And I get it in terms of stardom, and I get what you're saying, but. Yeah, like that owner, he want to win.
Yeah,
he want to get it done. Yeah. He want to get it done.
So Michael Brown at 6 to Brooklyn. They rebuild.
I think he could be the rookie of the year.
He's not gonna get any shots, brother.
Michael Brown.
Listen to what I'm saying. You got to think about the roster makeup.
I'm listening to you.
Michael Porter Jr. is gonna shoot 30 shots a game. And wait.
But I hear you.
Michael Porter Jr. is going to shoot 30 shots a game, 25 shots a game. And the other 25 shots are going to go to Julius Randle.
Yeah.
So.
Nah, Reg, I don't think that. you're not looking all that personality shit, or because Julius Randle has proven that he's not going to win at a high level.
I didn't say win.
Respect.
I didn't say win. I say just throw that motherfucker at the rim. Pardon my French. And Michael Porter Jr. gonna throw it at the rim.
Respect.
And Julius Randle gonna throw it at the rim.
Nah, so you gotta understand, man. There's GM. There's people that work and they it's like a real livelihood.
I don't think Brooklyn's trying to win.
Pay really, really big money. No, you're not trying to win. Now you're trying to. You're trying to grow up guys.
Yeah.
If it's done right now, you can have a situation like Sacramento where Charlotte, where is every year something new. But at some point, you got to start. You got to find your guy, and you got to say, all right, I know he's a young guy,
right?
But he's our guy.
So you say Brooklyn hands in the ball day one?
Yeah, he's gonna be the starting point guard from day one.
I think he's gonna play the 2. I think that Igor Denman is gonna play the 1.
He's gonna have the ball in his hand from day one. Right? He can be the 2 and still have the ball in his hand.
That's real. Combo guard.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is. He's a combo guard. And he has the ability, he has some of that it factor to blow up and be it. Mm-hmm. We've seen who Julius Randle is. Yeah. Right? We know who Michael Porter Jr. is. Right?
30 shots.
Yeah, but understand this. There's a few guys in the league that...
No assists.
There's a few guys in the league that feel that way. But guess what happens after a while?
Yeah.
You can be up out of here.
Yeah. Nah, they just re-signed him. They just traded for him and re-signed him. He gonna get his shots.
Okay, well, respect. But we know who the future is.
Yeah.
I mean, right? We know who the future is.
I get where you
What did they do with Kobe Bryant? They got rid of Eddie Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Hey, man. Hey, I know. I get it. Nick Van Exel. I'm sorry. Come on about
here
too. Yeah, we got to make room for young fella.
Man.
We got to make room for young fella. He ain't there all the way, but we see it.
Yeah.
And I'm not comparing Michael to Kobe, but you get what I'm saying. Like at some point, you make decisions that say, "All right, you had your chance to lead the ship.
Right.
You're not good enough to lead us where you need to be. So we can get some draft picks in here for you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So my rookie of the year is gonna be the number 7 pick in Darius Acup.
You think so?
He's gonna have. They're gonna hand him the ball day one.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna win enough games. You gotta win some games. I said
you just said Michael Brown. They gonna.
They gonna win some games. They gonna win some games. They'll be better than Sacramento. In the West,
depending on what Sacramento does.
In the West, ain't nobody going to Sacramento.
Listen.
Fire sale.
Acup's gonna play the point. Zach LaVine just re-signed. That's 20 points right there. Zach LaVine just re-signed.
That's
49
42
million.
Points. Okay.
49 million. Okay.
42 points.
And again, I really think they're gonna re-sign. I mean, they're going to sign and trade for Jalen Duren. And that's going to be your...
And that's 10 points.
Wait.
So they scoring 56 points a game.
He was 20 and 10, Jay. He was 20 and...
58 points. They going to win with 58 points? Man, get up out of here, bro. You just try, man, you raise it back.
They going to hand him the ball. He's got a perfect pick and roll guy that's going to catch lobs, that's going to score in the paint, that's going to rim protect.
See, you creating a whole fantasy world. He ain't even over there yet.
Well, I'm just saying.
You saying you add his point total to theirs so Acuff can win. He ain't even over there right now.
Well, I figure
he got Sabonis. I think he's good.
Sabonis is good. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that either one of those are going to be good for Acuff. They're going to be good for Acuff. And they got some young talent.
I think for sure the rookie of the year is going to be between number 1 and number 2.
AJ and Darren.
But
I don't see Darren getting the opportunity with Keontae George. And I mean,
dude is a player.
I'm not saying that. I don't see how he's not the third option with Keontae George and Lauri Markkanen. That's all I'm saying.
He's a number 1, number 2 pick.
I don't see how he's not the third option.
We ain't won with y'all.
Well, no, I mean,
we're going a place. We're going over there. Y'all weren't able to get us there.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we got the number 2 pick.
That's real. They tanked. They tanked.
Okay, so cool. We tanked because y'all ain't it. We needed help.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's better than them day one, which I think he will be.
I think he's the third option for the year one, is what I'm saying.
With that current roster, he's going to be able to make decisions and make mistakes that's going to make him better over time.
Okay.
I think.
So they get rid of? Do they get rid of Ace Bailey?
You could.
Yeah.
You could have made that trade for AJ.
I think they
and got rid of Ace Bailey.
Yeah, I think he goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be the guy.
Yeah.
He's not going to be.
Not ready. To,
yeah. He's not going to be the guy in Utah.
Ain't no place for him to be the guy.
I mean, I think
ain't no place for him to be the guy. Where are you going?
Well, we don't know what he
Charlotte?
can do, Jay. Yeah, he can go to Charlotte. Well, now he can't be.
Constantinople gonna be
he
the guy.
can't be the guy.
Exactly. That's what
Brandon
I'm saying.
Miller, he can't go
Yeah.
to.
So where are you gonna go to be the guy? New Orleans? Nah.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Where else we gonna go?
Somebody out there.
No.
Memphis.
Shit.
Go to Memphis and be the guy. He go to Memphis and be the guy. He can go to Memphis and be the guy.
No, because Carlos Boozer gonna be the guy.
Oh, okay.
They going the way Carlos Boozer is gonna go. But I hear what you're saying.
So rookie of the year for you, you say Markel Brown. I say between.
No, I said could be. I think the rookie of the year is gonna be DP or AJ DeBantis. I'm saying they have a chance. Acuff and Michael, they have a chance to win the game.
I think that Acuff will get every opportunity to do some special things as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get every opportunity to do some special things as a rookie. He just has the it factor. I mean, I hats off to his camp. I mean, they saw some. I've been quoted on this show. I didn't want him to go to Sacramento.
Yeah.
I just the franchise is just so. But obviously I didn't do my research. The franchise is on some new management, and they had a recent relation. They had a past relationship with the management and that sort of thing, and they've laid out the red carpet. I've been paying attention to some stuff.
Ain't no place you'd rather go. If that's my kid, I'm wanting to go right there.
They laid out the red carpet.
Build it for me, and we're gonna figure it out.
Literally just took the other guy's number. Just took the Nick Clifford's number. It's Acuff's number.
I need that.
They selling jerseys. I've already bought my wife a jersey.
Run that.
They selling the jersey.
It's a business, man. I ain't studying your feelings. I need that.
Look, my size was sold out. I couldn't even get a jersey,
13.
man.
You'll get it eventually.
I couldn't even get a jersey. What else, Jay? We running at an hour and 13 minutes, brother.
It's all good. A lot of people rock with us, man. It ain't an hour and 13 minutes. We got some time early that we can cut off the show.
That's real. Razorbacks.
What about the Pigs, man? I was looking at something today, boy. They said 4 of them supposed to be in the first round next year.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this here. We didn't talk about Malik Thomas.
Yeah.
Falling in the draft.
Yeah, man. God.
Falling in the draft.
Yeah.
Probably could have made $2 or $3 million coming back to the Razorbacks.
Yeah.
And fell to the 34th or 34th pick, 35th pick in the second round.
Yeah. Let's look at the facts of it.
Okay.
Reg. And I'm gonna hold back whether I agree or disagree, but here are the facts of it. You left school where you were probably gonna get $1.5, $2 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more. You left school to go to the league. Now, if you would have stayed, you would have got your, let's just say $2 million. You'd have got your $2 million.
20 shots.
You'd have got 20 shots. Now I'm gonna tell you this now. That shot thing ain't the thing. People know he can score.
Yeah.
Right? It's not about scoring. And please, let's stop this, because man, a lot of guards get in trouble with this.
Yeah.
They think it's all about scoring, and as you see, it ain't all about that, because he can score with the best of them.
Yeah.
His thing was playmaking.
Yeah.
Was guarding with his positional size, because he's
6'3", 6'3" tops.
And he's a 2. He's not a 1.
He's a 2.
He's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so now coming back for 20 shots, this is why I can see why you gonna leave. Because if you stay too long, you get exploited. Because cats, you can't do that.
He's a less athletic Malik Monk.
You can't do that. Oh, he's so much less athletic than Malik Monk. Malik Monk is uber.
But I'm saying like a 6'3" type guard. Yeah. That's a tweener. That's not a point guard, but more like a scoring guard.
I feel that.
You feel me?
But don't even say athleticism with Malik and
no.
You know what I'm saying?
I said less athletic.
That ain't even the word. He in a whole different.
That's apples and oranges.
It's a whole different stratosphere. Don't even say athleticism. But I hear what you're saying.
But I'm saying uber confident, offensive player.
Yeah. So he left when he could have stayed, got that $2 million here, and then get drafted next year and possibly be a first rounder. Let's just say the 29th pick.
Yeah.
Right? Let's not make it to where he's a lottery pick. Let's say he's a 29th pick.
Mm-hmm.
That 29th pick gets 3 years of guaranteed NBA money.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
So you would have had this year $2 million, then the next 3 years of guaranteed money in the league.
You gotta make the team,
right? You just got no. You gonna no.
Yeah, you got your money's gonna be guaranteed.
Get your money. You get your money. Now you might be gone after 3 years.
You gonna get the money,
but you get your 3 years. So that's including this year. So 4 years of consistent consecutive
$10, $12, $15 million.
Respect.
Yeah.
Now, with the decision he made, he left. He don't get the $2 million from the Razorbacks.
Yeah.
He is a second-round draft pick.
Yeah.
Second-round draft
gotta
picks.
make the team.
Second-round draft picks. They're not making $2 million.
Yeah.
And
ever.
And peep this, not ever, but I mean, hell, there's guys that have went on to Brunson is a second-round draft pick. Yeah, I'm talking about the MVP of the
NBA no doubt.
Right. So now going back to what I was saying, Reg, he left, got drafted in the second round. Right? That's a 1 year guarantee.
Yeah.
So if it don't work this year,
not always, Jay. I'm gonna just say this: not always.
Guaranteed 1 year.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
They're depending on your agent, depending on how your summer league goes, and how the team values.
That's
you.
A lot of depending.
I'm just saying.
Where I started, I said I'm gonna speak facts. I'm not gonna speak on how I feel about
but
it.
I have 2 examples of second-round kids that got more than a 1 year guaranteed contract.
Okay.
And that was Isaiah Joe and Jalen Williams.
Sure.
They got more than a 1 year contract, but they proved their mettle in summer league, in training camp, so forth and so on. And if you have the right representation, you can. And I'm not. And I'm agreeing with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm agreeing with you. He left a lot of money on the table.
Yeah.
He took a gamble on himself, and he left a lot of money on the table. I'm hoping it works out for him. He's an uber confident guy.
Yeah.
And he felt like he was a first round draft pick.
Yeah.
But
he is.
And he is.
But this year's draft class is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
And we talked about this here too, Jay, and we can move on after this. One thing that people might have missed in the draft is you had a kid that was in the green room in the first round, sat through 30 some odd picks, and his name was never called.
And I don't remember that ever happening.
Yeah.
Isaiah Evans is who he's talking about, man. I've seen people, John Wallace back in the day that played for Syracuse, he stayed to like the 23rd.
He had that big ass suit on.
Yeah, 23rd, 25th pick. And that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Like people, the NBA does a great job of pretty much getting the people that they feel,
getting a feel of who's going to be that.
Who's going to be the first 14, first 15 picks, and first 20 picks for sure.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't want a person having to go through that.
Yeah.
Right? Because now you get 15 families, something like that, 12 families, I don't know the exact number, and you bring them in the green room is what they call them at the draft. So they're there at the draft, so they can shake their hand with the commissioners, do the interview, all that stuff. So you don't want to have somebody that you don't think is going to get drafted in there, because that's just a lot of...
And then you sit there for 3 hours. Sit there for 3 hours.
So Evans didn't get picked. And so that speaks to, in my opinion, the depth of this draft.
Yeah.
There were guys that got picked 12, 15, 17 that you like, dang, he look like a player. I don't know who he is. So that pushes everybody back.
Dustin May took one of his old college players.
Yeah.
Marez Johnson went real high.
Yeah, he went real high. I don't think he was supposed to go that high.
No.
He was like 10th or 11th, something like that.
Yeah.
But now listen, and see, we can say what we want to say.
Yeah.
But Dusty May has worked with that kid every day.
Well, according to Dusty May, he didn't know that they were going to pick Marez Johnson.
You're right. That don't happen. That don't happen. You don't.
He was quoted as saying that.
Yeah, I got you. But people lie all the time. You know what I'm saying? So nah, he knew who he was. He knew who he was getting. And then also too, Dusty May has been around him.
He's been around the kid
for at least a year.
Say a kid, he's damn a grown man.
Well, yeah. So what I'm getting at is, man, he's been around him for at least a year. And so now, man, I know what I'm getting. Yeah. I ain't gambling. I know this kid in and out. And so now you mess around, you look up, and guys get pushed back.
Yeah.
Isaiah Evans got pushed back.
Malik got pushed back. The kid from North Carolina, the big 7-footer.
Yeah.
Henry Vesser.
Yeah.
He went like 50-something.
He got pushed back, right? And it's because this year's class was just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Is that bad advice? That's bad advice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a gambler.
And Cal was open for Malik coming back. It ain't like he pushed him out.
Yeah.
Cal has pushed some guys out before.
Yeah.
But he ain't like he pushed him out.
The way Cal recruits, you damn near had to push guys out because the next group is coming.
Yeah.
But you look at this year's roster because we're now on the Razorback segment.
Yeah.
I don't know if Malik gets the freedom to do all the stuff that he was supposed to. Now, of course, Garland is. I'm sorry, A-Cup is gone.
Yeah.
So that's going to open up a lot of shots.
Yeah.
But you best believe George Smith Jr. is going to shoot 12, 15 shots a game.
Mm-hmm.
Mika Mirinen is going to shoot 12, 15 shots a game.
Yeah.
And after that, it's probably 40 more shots to fend for.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
If Thomas comes back, then Thompson don't come. I don't think we get Thompson.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
I mean, Billy's gonna get shots.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
That's not Billy's thing. Billy will get 10.
Yeah.
And I'm just giving round numbers. Of course, they it can fluctuate.
Billy could score 15 points on 8 shots.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
he could get fouled and do all kinds of stuff.
And see,
his points. I mean, points aren't predicated on him being valuable.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
That's not what he does.
Yeah.
Right. That's a kid that you love to play with because he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands. He doesn't have to have plays drawn for him.
Right.
He gonna figure the thing out.
Right. Well, currently with the roster makeup, you got Jordan Smith Jr. You got Jeremiah Wilkerson.
Mm-hmm.
You got I'm not gonna count the Thompson kid yet because he hasn't
officially. Count him.
Okay, Thompson. Even though he hadn't officially reclassed, you got the Thompson kid. You got J.J. Andrews. You got Abdul Torre. You got Billy Richmond. These are all guards or wings.
Yep.
Then you got Mika Mirrodin, Cooper Bowser, and right now Ilya Frolov is the kid from Russia that they just got a commitment from.
And then Maker.
And then Maker, whatever his name is.
That's what I just said. Maker.
I don't see him.
No, I'm not saying. I'm
and Paul Samito.
We're naming roster. I'm not saying in terms of playing time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a deep roster, dog. Like it's gonna be guys like when we first started it. I was looking at the NBA Draft.net, man. It's 4 guys that's projected to go
in the top 60.
That projected to go in the top 30.
Yeah. That's
really lofty.
Yeah.
Especially with guys that are brand new to it.
Yeah.
It was Jordan Smith at like number 3, number 2, something like that, number 5.
Billy Richmond was second.
It was Mika. No,
Mika.
It was Mika at like 22. It was Abdul Turi at 24, and then Billy was like at 26.
Yeah.
Right.
There
ain't no more room.
Yeah. And JJ, they had JJ at like 60.
No, he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
He's not there anymore. He's not there anymore. And so that's one of those situations where, man, you like, bruh.
The roster is stacked.
Yes, Reg. There's different ways of looking at it. It is stacked, but if you're a 5-star, you trying to eat.
Yeah.
You trying to not only eat, but you have grand thoughts of getting out of there.
Yeah.
Right. And so now, when you stack that talent on top of each other, now how you know what I'm saying? What happens? How do you get to that situation where, because 4 is a lot to get to the league in 1 year.
Yeah. Well, I say the 2 probably guarantees would be Jordan Smith Jr. and Mika.
Yep.
They're going to go, both of them are going to be in the top.
Billy Richmond is going to go too.
Well, I'm just saying, they are going to be top 10 picks, maybe 12. Okay. With Mika being in.
Yeah, I think that 24 or whatever I said for me, that's low.
That's low.
Hey, man.
That's low.
Mika, if you don't, I posted something a while ago about Mika when they first signed and said, man, Razorback fans are going to really like that kid. Dude different. He different. He's going to show the Razorback fans a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying he's going to be top, but he's going to be one of the better Razorback freshmen ever.
And I think Abdul Torre's athleticism And if he's able to just knock down shots, he'll put himself in position because it's considered a weaker draft.
Yeah.
It's considered a weaker draft.
Draft.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's considered a weaker draft. So that'll be interesting. But the Razorbacks have one more small piece that they're trying to bring into the fold. I forgot. Did I mention Cooper Bowser?
Yeah, you said
Bowser. Okay, I did mention Bowser. But they are recruiting another 27 kid, possible reclass, Caleb Arigu, something like that. And he's got potential to be one of those ones that's gonna come in and push for starter minutes.
Okay.
Because he's a bigger big. He's a center.
Yeah.
He's a 4-5, so he's gonna be one.
Start the game off. Yeah.
There you go.
Go ahead and establish the physicality and establish what's going on. Yeah, I get that.
So you'd have a starting lineup that looks something like this: Jordan Smith Jr., Jeremiah Wilkerson, Billy Richmond, Mika Murinen, and whomever you decide you're gonna play at the 5, whether it's Cooper Bowser or this.
Hey, don't sleep on Abdul Surah.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
He's
man.
special.
Like, dude, different, man.
Yeah,
dude, different, man. Don't sleep on that because he has the ability to play the 2-3, right, which gives him flexibility. And right now, we don't know what not Wilkinson. What's the kid, the freshman? I mean, he's a 27.
Davion Thompson.
Yeah, so we don't know what he's gonna be.
Yeah,
for sure, because he's younger.
Yeah,
but
he's a dog.
Don't sleep on Abdul Surah. Yeah.
One thing I'll say about this roster is that it allows for an injury or two.
Yeah.
Or ankle sprain.
Yeah, which you would hate.
You know, what you would hate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It allows for that. So, I mean, that's one of the things that Cal's past rosters, if we had a Wagner go out or Abdul Thero go out, you struggle.
But what's your thoughts on that? Because Cal, and I agree with that, of, man, you got these kids and everybody wants to get to where they want to get to.
Right.
And so now you have that 7 or 8 and the 9, 10, 12, they're practice players, right? Almost walk-ons.
Yeah.
And so now with that formula, you get your 7th guy gets 25 plus minutes, right? Versus if you have a 9-10 roster, you know, that where you got guys that want to eat now.
Yeah.
You got guys that expect to eat.
That's right.
What's your thoughts on that? If you're a parent,
I like 9 or 10.
If you're a parent,
well, I mean, if I'm a parent,
that changes up the whole thing.
If from a fan's perspective,
there you go.
To give me my best chance of winning, I like 9 or 10.
Correct.
If I'm a parent, I want my kid in that 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you want them on the floor.
You want them on the floor.
You want them on the floor.
Especially if they got a chance.
Yeah.
They got a chance to be that.
You want them on the floor.
Yeah.
But the teams that won this year were 9 or 10.
Yeah, if not more than that.
If not more than that.
With
Michigan won it.
With 3 7-footers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Michigan won it, and their best player was basically playing on one leg.
Yeah.
You know, so
I like him too.
Yeah. He went to Dallas.
Yeah.
No, he went to Golden State.
He went to Golden State. Yeah.
He went to Golden State.
Yeah.
Jackson Linden boy.
Yeah, I like him.
He went to Golden State.
He's a senior too, man. I like him a lot.
Older guy.
I think he's gonna.
He's got a story too.
I think he's gonna do really well with that Golden State situation. I'm a big fan of going to where their vets are.
Yeah.
When you are a rookie. And you got guys that can teach you how to be a pro, real guys that can teach you how to be a pro, teach you how to be on time, teach you how to team camaraderie, going to dinner, you know, the rookie, I don't want to say hazing, but the rookie duties.
Yeah.
I'm big on that versus the blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And those top 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 picks, man, they need that veteran. So who's the vet? Who's going to be the vet for AJ DeBanson?
Man, you got Trey. You got Anthony Davis, as it speaks right now.
Okay.
You got a couple other guys because they were older. Chris Middleton is there.
Your boy there too, Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Oh, he got traded to New Orleans.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's
I wouldn't say he's the
Chris Middleton. Is the
Yeah,
guy.
I wouldn't say he's the guy you want to be following.
Absolutely.
Like that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he got traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, of course Utah. Ain't nothing to do in Utah, but
who would be they vet? Marketing, maybe.
Maybe marketing. Maybe
marketing.
you're gonna have somebody there. But we ain't got to go through every single one of them. But who's
gonna be Michael Brown's vet?
It's got to be Julius Randle, even though I don't necessarily say I like that a ton. But you find some stuff that makes sense. And then I personally knowing them, man, his dad gonna be around, so it's gonna be done the right way.
Okay.
His mind is gonna be right.
That's New York now.
His mind gonna be right. Now I'm speaking for the first 3 years.
Right.
After the 4th, 5th year, new contract situation, girlfriend, fiance, wife. Then things start to change.
You know what I just thought about, Jay?
What's
Somebody
that?
we completely forgot about. And I think he might be in a perfect situation. Because he don't have to go in there and just really shine. He can just run the team.
Who was that?
And that's Kingston Flemings.
Where is he at?
He went to the Hawks.
Sure did.
Jalen Johnson, Mikael Alexander Walker.
Yeah.
He can just really just kind of go in there, play at his own pace. And be in a nice little spot.
Yeah. He gonna be good anyway.
Be a nice little spot.
I love that pick for them. I love that pick for them, and I love that pick for him.
Yeah.
Right. I love him being there.
You gotta stay out of Magic City.
Yeah, I don't think he's that kid though, personality type. But I hear what you're saying.
You gotta stay out of Magic City.
You gotta stay out of Lemon Pepper Lou.
Yeah, Lemon Pepper Lou. You gotta stay out of Magic City. Yeah. But I just thought about that, man. So Acos vet. Who's gonna be his vet?
Man, you got Westbrook there. You got.
I don't think they re-signed Westbrook, but I would love for it to be Westbrook.
DeMar DeRozan. You got Zach LaVine. You got some guys like that. You got some guys like that have been around there. That just makes a lot of sense, man.
I like the Westbrook. I would love to see the Kings find a way to keep Westbrook around. I think that would be ideal for a cup situation to have somebody like that to kind of mentor him. And Westbrook's that kind of key. Westbrook's that kind of guy. He's a team guy.
Reg, we can talk all day long, man. Yeah. Again, I'm happy. A couple things that I'm really excited about. I want to talk about next pod is just the influx of dads.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We can delve into that and get into the conversation of that and what it looked like years before.
Yeah.
And how it's starting to change, and you can see the change and
it was a family type atmosphere in that draft. It was a family affair.
Yeah.
All the way down the line for the most part.
I like the way they're marketing it. I like the way they have the interview, and it's not just the kid; it's the family, right? Now, I love the presence of the father in the situation. And then also too, man, and we'll get into it on the next pod, but what I think is happening with the situations and how basketball is evolving and changing, right? So
it's good stuff,
man. Hey, man, great pod.
Absolutely.
Good information. This was more of an information pod, man. We'll get back to the crazy talk and the
interviews. Got some all that stuff coming up.
Yeah, we'll get back to that soon, man. But, man, we got to get the information out there. Make sure people seeing it the right way. That 5 for 5 rule, if you have a student athlete that has a chance to play at the next level meaning college, in whatever level, right?
They need to read that.
They literally need to read attention to what's going on. Make sure you're listening to what's going on. Don't just look to the cat on Facebook that's posting something because what happens is you can get the wrong information.
Yeah.
You reach out, get the information that you need. Go to the NCAA website.
Right.
Go to accredited people's sites and get as much information as you can, man. Because again, if you don't know, it ain't the colleges or the place.
It's gonna be your fault.
It ain't their job to teach you, right? They want the kid. They want the talent.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about your kid either.
Right.
They want the talent because they want to win. And again, you run into some very small situations where you find people that really have a love for kids, that really have a love for seeing that kid grow and go to the next level. I think that's the place that you find yourself gravitating towards. Not the name on the shirt,
right?
But the people that are within the culture that you know are going to love on your kid and put your kid in the best possible situation and also push your kid, right? So we'll talk more about some of that stuff next time.
That's real. And we'll talk some summer league stuff coming up.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Some good stuff.
All right. Hey, man, next time.
Peace.